so you can like a cross.
More solar panels.
Two adult mediums, here they come.
That's a large.
Off they go.
That's large. Wait.
Large adult.
Yeah, that's a
Two
large.
adult larges coming out.
Okay, the girls are going to be able to get in there.
Here they go.
Yep.
Larges.
Okay.
Patience, please, because this is
It's on the edge. What we got?
That's over on Jeffries. That was a new purchase. So we have right up behind the manufacturers and there we get funding through yay, how many do you see? 3? Alrighty. Thanks, guys.
She wanted it, he didn't want it.
Oh, sure, you also get a wristband for each of you. You get to wear a wristband. Okay?
They're $16.
We had to struggle to find those around here.
Wherever we can.
are extra fossil collection bags. Given that it's so windy today, people's bags might blow away. We hope they don't, but you've got some extra bags in there in case you need those.
We're going to figure out where we're going to dig, and then we're going to just chill for a bit. Those people are warming up.
Digging time begins at 11:30. It starts at 11:30, goes for a half an hour. One of the rules is no one can leave the zone in that half an hour. If they're getting that zone the full time, and everyone is supposed to be good.
It was doing it.
All right. Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be hard.
All right, so we're going to get started in a second, but can we get Councilwoman Farrell up here and our state paleontologist and our sponsors, so Deb Welch and Kim Nason and Kevin and Lisa Hanna could come on up. We're going to do some introductions in a minute.
What's your this thing's number?
Yeah. Like a shot? She has the same one you do. See? Oh, that's
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Phil Stokes, Executive Director. You probably got a million emails from me. Thank you for coming out today. All right, I'm really excited. We are going to set the Guinness World Record for the world's largest fossil dig here at Penn Dixie, Hamburg, New York. All right, first I want to introduce some of the people that made this possible. Then we're going to do a quick recap of some important rules, and we're going to turn everyone loose. First, I want to introduce Councilwoman Elizabeth Farrell from the town of Hamburg.
Okay, great. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Penn Dixie. Closer? Okay. Again, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Penn Dixie and to the town of Hamburg. We're thrilled to have all of you here this morning on what's turned out to be a glorious day for this wonderful event. Thank you to Dr. Stokes and all of his staff and volunteers and everyone who has worked so hard to bring this wonderful event to our community today, and happy digging.
All right, next up we have a very special guest coming from Albany, New York, the New York State paleontologist Dr. Lisa Amati, and she is a trilobite specialist.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. New York State has been a prime location for collecting fossils for research and enjoyment for over 200 years, and this is one of the very best places to find fossils in New York State. So thank you for coming, and I hope you all have a great day.
And thank you, Dr. Amati. Next up, we have a very special guest, Mr. Abdul Majid Butt, coming from, he's the director of the Nature University at the Kashmir Triassic Fossil Park. And we'd like to welcome him today. He traveled, how many miles? 9,000 kilometers, right? Metric system. So come on up. Step up here. And then get very close to the microphone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and young budding kids. We love you all. This is a very enticing subject, fossils. This has brought me right from Kashmir to this place, more than 9,000 kilometers far off. This is a love for this subject which has brought to me here. I love this subject like anything. This is a very important subject and a science very much which dates back. There is actually seal of these fossils on our rocks which can guide you properly to its age, and so you cannot have any wrong impression about the age. What sort of age? The age is simply on millions of years. That is all. You have to remember when you talk with me, it is millions or billions of years. So I represent 252 million years back this Kashmir Triassic Fossil Park, which is a Permian and Triassic section. So we will give you a lecture, detailed lecture on that, so that you can remember it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Just 1 second. Mr. Butt is serving as our Grand Marshal for the dig. We're very delighted to have him, and we have a special fossil collecting bag for him. We're very excited he's here today.
Thank you, and accepting it.
Thank you, sir. All right, next up, I want to point out that this event would not be possible without the help of many staff and volunteers that you saw today. This took as much as everyone we could find came out to help, probably more so than any other program that Penn Dixie's ever done. And so we thank our staff and volunteers. Please raise your hand and we salute you. All right, so I'd like to bring up some of our event sponsors who helped to assist with the cost of this event. This is a very expensive event, not only probably the third largest that we've ever held after the Eclipse and Earth Science Day last year, but just so many moving parts, t-shirts, bags, tools, and a lot of other costs, and we couldn't have done it without the generous support of all of our sponsors who are listed on the program. And the first one I'd like to welcome up here is Deb Welch. She's an insurance and investment representative from Evans Bank.
Thank you, Phil. Welcome to Penn Dixie's Guinness World's largest fossil dig record attempt. As Phil said, my name is Deb Welch, and I manage the Evans Bank on South Park in the Aldi's Plaza. In addition to my position at Evans, I have also served as a board member for the past few years for Penn Dixie. Our teams from Evans Bank and Evans Agency are so happy to see you here today and to be able to assist Penn Dixie with this effort through our sponsorship. For those of you who aren't aware, we are locally headquartered on Sunset Drive in Hamburg, full-service financial institution that's been focused on Western New York for nearly 100 years. Evans offers better banking and loans, home and auto insurance, investment services, and employee benefits. Thank you again for joining us today, and have fun collecting fossils as we set a world's record.
All right, next I'd like to welcome up Kim Nason from Phillips Lytle.
Hi guys, thank you all so much for coming, and thank you to the Phillips Lytle team. 40 of you guys, we're so excited you're all here. Phillips Lytle is so happy to support Penn Dixie. It's such an amazing resource that more and more people are finding out about, and we're so excited for this event. I love this turnout, I can't even believe it. I just want to say a quick thank you to Phil and to Elizabeth and Holly and all of the other staff. The work that they have put into this event is huge. You have no idea how much planning this took. And Phil, especially what you've done for this organization since you've joined us. We're so thankful, and you're amazing. We love you. So thank you to them. And thanks everybody for coming.
Thank you, Kim, and to Deb. Finally, I'd like to welcome up the Hanna family, Kevin and Lisa, who generously donated funds for all of the tools that you'll be using today.
So is everyone ready to break a record? I too want to thank Phil because he forced me to wear this sash. So I'm asking everyone not to take photos. No, this is great. I'd like to thank all the staff. We as a family have been coming here for about 10 years. Both of my kids have done the summer camps here, so if you have kids, I certainly recommend that. And actually, my wife Lisa and Michael will start the camp actually next week. And I'd also like to recognize my son James, who's sitting over there, who worked his first summer job here at Penn Dixie because he enjoys it so much. So thank you all, and happy digging.
All right, so I want to thank everyone who came here. This is a really important honor and a distinction for Western New York. Just so you know, getting a Guinness judge here today would have been like super expensive. And so what we'll be doing is we'll have all the fossils verified by a paleontologist. Then we send the evidence to Guinness, and sometime in the future, hopefully soon, we'll get the word that we had the record and everything. At that point, we will contact everyone who registered using their email. Please make sure you're on the email list. If not, just send us a note, and then we'll send you information about how you can download the official certificate. So I just want to go over a few rules real quick. Everyone, you must dig with a tool. This is per Guinness, simultaneously between about 11:30 and noon. And it looks like we are on schedule, which is awesome. Unfortunately, if anyone leaves the dig zone that they are assigned to, you're disqualified from the effort. And these are rules that we have to enforce so that the whole dig isn't disqualified. If you have younger kids, please make sure they're digging. You don't always have to be digging. If you need to take a little break, that's fine. But everyone here simultaneously must be collecting fossils for 30 minutes. When you're done digging, so we're gonna blow an air horn when the dig officially begins. When you're done digging, we'll blow another horn, and you'll turn your fossils into the steward who's responsible for your dig area. Inside your green bag, there's a little card with Ziploc bag and a pencil. Please make sure your information is legible. We have a really difficult time reading cursive, so if you can use block lettering, that would be the best. Also wanted to point out, we'll have food trucks here until about 2 o'clock. There's also complimentary bottled water. At some of the stations, you're welcome to help yourself to that. And Penn Dixie will be closed at 3 today, so we can all take a rest. Yeah. So I just want to point out our stewards now, because this is the really important part, and we want to make sure you get to the right dig area. So please pull out your dig area slip. we're going to call our stewards up here. Each steward has a sign. You'll be following that person. So if you have Zone 1, for instance, you're going to be following the steward with the Zone 1 sign to Zone 1. This is going to be a little chaotic, which is why we've put in a little extra time. So please don't rush. Just walk, take it easy. We've got extra time to get to the zone. We've got about 15 minutes, so there should be no rush. All of the zones have been taped off, and so if you've got your card ready, once we finish up our announcements here, please find your steward. And that person will take you to the right zone. So thank you once again to all of our sponsors, our very special guests today, and let's get digging.